do damage and keep them honest. Lots of util, and I have to admit, not only do 1xBet lean VP's way, but Overpass especially convinces me. These boys, they've picked it for a reason, and I thoroughly enjoy the way the T side is called.
Oh.
Crucial has his bell rung early.
Oh, and they've done what they want, right? The fact he gets gooshed on up there, he has to drop all the way back. That'll force a rotation out of this 4-man B lean of Endpoint on the pistol. Robin heading back up the stairs to help out Crucial over towards A. Now it's just Mighty Max, Surreal, and Flames. You've got that smoke in the hands of Mighty Max. He's going to try and corral them to the right side of the pillar. And utility is being lined up here from VP. Smoke, Molly, they've gone out. The flashes to follow.
Pin pulled for Max. He'll wait for contact on Surreal. Couple of shots and flashes bloom, so the smoke does too. They channel them into the site. This is what they wanted, and now it's time to convert. Don't catch Sanji as he does elevate. Surreal is still on that barrel's position. For how long, we'll see. Nade onto Buster does soften him up, and a chance. He takes the head off of another. Flamesy into the site as well provides.
Oh, no.
This is what VP do best, turning the round on its head. A 4v2 quickly made even. And just one more bullet into Crucial can finish off the job that was started oh so long ago. Bomb needs to go down eventually, but these duels are coming. And that's the fight. Oh! Aim punch saves the day. Crucial catches the head of Yakinda. And he's going to finish it off as well. Nice work. Crucial with just 6 HP provides those final 2. And that'll get you sitting up straight in your chair.
Yeah, I'd be fired up if I was Crucial after that, right? Because of how low he was off the bat and around. If you're in the back of his mind, you think, well, I'm out of this one, right? I just need to be a body. But they were very important kills. The Glock's not able to do enough damage at range and through the metal. And VP will drop the pistol round. This is Endpoint's first pistol.
Wait, that's a legit tack timeout.
Oh, and this is legitimately 5 SMGs. Now, I don't love it when I see teams doing what Endpoint have just done, especially on a map like Overpass. But I want to wait and see if they have something in store. If they do something hyper-aggressive with connect control and sewer control, maybe it can work.
Yeah, you get 2 early frags, you grab Galils, and Bob's your uncle.
But that's the thing. They need to win that early fight against Yakinda to get this rifle in their hands. Because if he gets the opportunity to operate at range with this, and the Deagles as well, in terms of fights, VP have the range covered against Endpoint. These SMGs with full util, they're going to have to rock through this and play off of their nades. This could be very dicey for Endpoint here.
Okay, so it is about when these and how these engagements go down. If it's mid-range, close range, MP9s thrive.
Yeah.
If VP can keep them at arm's length and just take those long clicks, delay, and take off those headshots with the Deagles, and now a Galil in Yakinda's hands. Kick it dropped it for him. A flash for James to get early control of Fountain.
All right, well, that's going to force them back immediately. This is the control I was talking about with the SMG. So great stuff there from Flamesy being set up by his teammates. And now in a pack of 4. Slowly comb through the bathroom.
I wonder. So we've seen teams more and more now doing these like contact banana plays where they just walk up. And if Crucial's not actively holding this, it can be a lot of info in a short space of time. James opens up the account. Mighty Max shaken now as he hears them flooding in. The rotate from Robin, a flash would be great. And it does catch one. James, first onto the site, is found. Mighty Max on notice and dinks up a Yakinda, makes him much more vulnerable to the repeat. Bombs in toilets.
There's no flank, so they're just going to stand and fight 50 seconds.
These are all MP9 duels. Anything into the A site is going to feel pretty damn good with that SMG.
Now that Robin's tucked in here, it's even better. It's going to be hard to clear him out, but they're actually rotating back. The cut of sound is everything for VP.
Mighty Max, that's loud, bro. Gets the info through the window. There's still players hanging around. It will pull Surreal back into the site 30 seconds. It doesn't favor VP, but so many times I've said that and watched as they can overcome all of those odds. Mighty Max, hunted. Chipped away at, working with just 10 points of health. It's the flash and go.
15 seconds.
Yep, they got him up long. This is it. This is their attempt. Robin's turned the flash, and so it should be a formality, but Yakinda's got the necessary frags. Buster's got just enough time.
Does he?
Just enough time.
I don't think he's got enough time. Oh,
holy moly.
Yeah, and Yakinda dies after time. So the VP special starting to look a bit like the Na'Vi special right there. That's where they just look foolish. Those kind of situations, especially with a player going down after time, Yakinda doesn't get any loss bonus.
Oh, yeah,
That's a real problem, because otherwise the round was really threatening. If they just get the bomb down in time there, completely different scenario, and then the force buy isn't in vain. But now it hurts because the flow-on effects, remember how janky some of the situations were looking on Inferno?
He was as close to the corner as he could, you know, like he got there as fast as he could. The toilet's bomb was dropped.
They did force into this, okay. Well, they can undo all of their problems right here, VP, if they win this one back.
Yeah, they can. It's just going to be through Yakinda. I mean, he has been so impressive in some of the previous VP affairs over in Katowice, and now trying to prove his worth once again.
No head armor behind this AK, couldn't afford it.
What are you up to?
Oh, tech.
Oh,
all right.
no. No one's taken any damage, have they?
Buster has.
Yikes.
Damage has already been done, so...
Stop, please. Got damage. Yeah, he's right. Crucial does go down in toilets. This is going to be a frustrating one. Damage is done. Play on. Oh, dear. This is such a crucial round as well now. Speaking of crucial, his M4 falls into enemy hands. Frustrations will be mounting here if they can't stabilize. It's a sad byproduct of the online play. Same as LAN, though.
Yeah, and it was just a lick of damage there, but we'll stick with it. Round 3. Still problems here for VP. They need to get past these 2 players on the B bomb site. Sanji throwing out some utility. Door swings open. Territory taken. Oh, we've seen
pushing
this
toilets
play.
aggro. This is going to give them so much info early. 38 seconds. Oh, James, very loud. And only with the Glock confirms that there is a potential flank.
Gonna get a move on here, VP.
Yeah, Flames will go back through sight, so this is all going to come down to these defense. Kicker's caught Max. 20 seconds. Here they come. Flooding through the connector. And they're going for it. 20 seconds. Knives are out, and it's only Robin. Oh, dear. He's still on the wrong site. They pivot just in time. This is a brutal dismantling of the Endpoint defense.
Enough time to plant this time round. VP rotting the clock there. Almost their undoing once more. Imagine the multi-kill, the MP9 just spraying down the stairs. Bomb drops. What do you do? Well, they make up for it. It looked a bit silly in round number 2. Round number 3 works. And, well, we might need a bit of a timeout after this just to settle everything.
I think, yeah, you've got balls of steel to be saying, let's go A.
Yeah.
You're at short with 20 seconds left. Like, you are mad.
It's so crazy, right? We were talking about this a lot with Gambit, who focused towards Monster on their CT sides. The same thing as what Endpoint were doing, which is going to filter them up short. Maybe that's why VP pulled the plug. They didn't want to walk into that crossfire.
And probably James as well. Like, let's not forget, he had just a Glock. So he was super loud. He goes early for the rotate. Confirms, yep, CTs have pushed for info. And he says there's 2 there. Mighty Max is caught. You know there's only 1 holding your flank, potentially, and they just best him. That was the death of Crucial. Obviously, we saw that has a bit of a caveat to it. Only just getting his hands back on the mouse and keyboard as he fell. So VP given a little bit of a intervention from the higher power.
Hopefully they can, I hope they can shrug that off, right? Because this is where we might have some problems. Because they've just had that issue. If they capitulate mentally right now, this is where VP might just spiral into control of this game. They have forced. They do want to contest this. The arm wrestle, the force by wars. Any name you want to give it. But this is problems for Endpoint. If they don't stay competitive in a round like this, VP eliminate them all. They're cooking to take the lead very quickly.
I've seen this one before. Kickit will do his hold of Monster as passively as he possibly can, while everyone else starts to progress and deny Toilet's info. Underpass taken through mid. And then you can pop on either site you fancy, essentially. It's the beauty of it. You've got that control. That sounded like the door is vulnerable now, so Yakinda is going to have his options removed.
A little bit of a hole.
Okay.
Ooh, works great for Yakinda, doesn't it?
Very much.
VP is so annoying, aren't they? Look at this. It's just dead silent. You hear the door pop open, another smoke towards... Oh, they're pushing.
Kickit was ready.
Oh, wow. Mighty Max. That was a teammate smoke, right? So that's by design.
Is there a flash on that?
Just dry peek, trying to use the smoke in favor here. But they're heading to B. There's a stack. At least Endpoint are pinced in around this.
As it fades, flashes through. Surreal saved by Robin. I need another out of him. Yakinda lines up a double, tries to transfer as well. And that's the round. Endpoint will be equalized upon.
All right, well, Crucial just with this deagle and the armor behind it. do his very best to hold on to it here, but this is where the loss bonus now needs to start cycling back up. It's only 1,900 in the next round for Endpoint. Should be an eco. Then they're going to get 2,400 in the following. We'll be able to get themselves something that does resemble a bit of a buy, but nothing perfect.
I have a question for Rush whilst Crucial saving.
Yo, what up?
Yeah, Rush, do you know who this Terry fellow is that's got this chocolate orange?
The Terry? I'm not too sure. All I know is you don't tap it, you whack it.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
Was that the motto from the ad that you guys had on?
Don't tap it,
whack
it.
You guys that can actually play to your audience
French.
today. There's probably about 4 British viewers today. Normally it's 2.
That's true.
I wanted to have a quick go at chat. Every time Bump Club comes on, they say danger zone equals lol. And I would like them to stop that, please.
Well, why don't you just challenge them here, Rush? So
I heard telling chat to stop spamming something works really well.
Yeah, so please don't spam danger zone equals lol.
You're doing it the wrong way, Rush. You say, you want to say lol? Get on the server with us. We'll see you tonight. Get on in there in the zone. We'll be goombing you every day of the week.
Yeah, and we need some paid actors, so if you want to get in, join in.
Oh my god, guys, I've got breaking news as well regarding the UK product size of the Terry's Chocolate Orange. In 2016, it went from 175 grams down to 150.
Oh dear.
That's shrinkflation for you, Chad.
Did they tell us?
I don't think, well, apparently Wikipedia knows. Someone did the research, thank God.
Oh dear, that's a problem. I remember when Cadbury's, they changed the size of the cubes in Australia.
Even the cream eggs are shrinking.
I was never a cream egg fan.
No, some people are obsessed.
Easter's coming.
It is. Cream egg season.
Chockies are in the shops. This is one of those low-buy situations. Oh, hello, Robin.
Oh, if he hadn't have been burned, I'd have given him a Zeus frag there. He does get to traded. Nice work. Crucial's Deagle's found another. It gets interesting for a second. Mighty Max in the open, not expecting the punish. Obviously, these weapons will be bodyguarded by Jamie. Might even just try and throw out as many as he can.
They're not going B right now.
Yeah, James just baits for Sanji. Oh, and Sanji's missed his shot, so there's another chance for Endpoint.
This is scary for VP to be fighting this. I know they don't want to give up these AKs, but they're waiting around and bleeding out the clock. That is the problem. Look where Flamesy is now.
It's a powerful angle, hard to clear. Kicker does find one. The trade from Flamesy is huge. He gets another. It gives a chance to Crucial.
I know the Deagle was
to
here.
Claw the eco victory back, and he hears it. He knows where James off to, does manage to close the door, and an AK will be recovered. So Crucial hears the plant, makes it clear he's coming from short. No kit for Crucial. James opts for Monster, it's a powerful angle.
Oh,
Crucial's won it out, saves the day, an eco victory. There is the intervention right back in favor of Endpoint.
Oh, they needed that one.
I can't believe they've pulled it off.
Yeah, that one's going to fire them up, right? A big round right there to win. VP made it to look a little bit foolish, just trying to defend guns right there. They knew how many players, at least 2 bodies, were over here while Jane was just holding on to AK-47s.
Like the second frag out of Flamesy, like it had to be 2.
I don't want to say they're playing with fire because that's a bit on the nose with his name, but they're legitimately, by hanging around there, knowing so many bodies, they are asking to die, right? You knew a Deagle was there. It just takes one swing from Crucial, and you saw that towards Long.
But you can understand why, right? You can just understand that horrible, like, they were in this horrible, like, what's the best word for it? A tug of war of logic and reason. We give them these AKs immediately. As soon as they see we've fallen out of Fountain, that's 3 AKs for the retake. They had this weird kind of
it was a
Sophie's choice to make. And in the end, it cost VP. Beautiful conversion of the Deagle headshots, of course. USPs involved. Surreal doesn't provide. Flamesy does. He still unloads. Had bullets left in the mag. But Sanji, he's the one to convert it. He's so blind. How's he to know? A 3-on-3 then.
HP favoring Endpoint in this one, and they've even rotated everybody over. But this is where VP do their absolute best work. It's just these cuts of noise. They're standing still. They're letting the game come to them.
Is the door open?
Yes, indeed.
Blown off. That means that they can do what VP does best. They're going to sell you on this. Now, admittedly, the util's on Sanji, and he's low with the bomb, so he might try and keep hold of that.
Crucial is really scared of a flank already. You could see he's so aware of any potential push.
Gosh, scoping in already at bank. That's how you know VP's cutting noise is threatening. Sanji with a nice smoke for, I imagine, Heaven.
Oh, he missed it. That hasn't gone anywhere where he wanted it to.
No, it's nothing. So James will try and clear his way in. It's only Mighty Max at this point. James just walks into the site. He can't believe his luck. Mighty Max, patience rewarded. Needs another, won't have it. James swinging around the site. Oh, a chance for Crucial, but it falls by the wayside. James knocks him down. Stylish as well. In the absence of a smoke, just send your AWPer in contact.
Well, and even with that eco win, because Crucial was the only player to survive in that round, there's no money left over for Endpoint again. And this is how it all started. Flamesy, nice little spray down. Unlucky not to get the third there. The third, and they probably win that one. James, risky as you like, into the flame.
Another, why not?
Bosh stands up into it, AWPer down, and Force Spy from Endpoint here. It's still fighting for the Force Spy wars. Going to be Deagles, going to be an MP9, going to be an M4. Well, they made it work with USPs and less. So.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're asked to do it again so soon, you kind of feel a bit hard done by. It's because, as you highlighted, yeah, that 1v1, it came down so close.
If they go long, they're going to be able to avoid a lot of Endpoint's firepower here. You saw Robin on the head towards B, dealing with that blown off door. Yikinda leading the charge here, the point man. This gives an indication of where VP want to take control of right now. Has a crew behind him with the bomb.
I do not fancy Crucial's chances here.
He's completely on his own as well.
Yeah, but...
Connector player can't help him.
Oh, he knows. Shadow, 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 shadow. Still not enough. Yikinda's just too diligent. And now, well, the long is completely lost. Rotation's crucial.
Tough one right now. They're locked out. They might just want to save what they've invested in here, Endpoint. Now that there's smoke down towards Connector and we can see how much pressure's on A, if they rotate up through spawn and try and fight this, they'll continue to get locked out. Another smoke. Mighty Max is like, ugh, mate, what am I meant to do? He was meant to be the next point to help, but Endpoint are on the site. They've rotated into this. They want to fight.
They're in the right place. See if they can hit the right shots. A chance for Surreal. Short-lived. And VP, they don't have to rush this. This is the entire site is theirs. Behind the smokes lie the CTs, and as it fades, they just collect the frags. They come in easy this time. And Mighty Max, the reluctant attempt here. He was smoked off for the entire round, and by the time his vision's restored, his team are gone.
Oh, James just copped a team bullet in the back of the head there. Not the end of the world, and this is going to be the fourth for VP. Now, because that was a force buy from Endpoint, we're looking at 1900 in the next again. Should be a save. Holding on to this Deagle, yeah, it's fine. VP are going to be mounting, looking at 5 or 6 rounds after these ecos are done with. We knew it was going to be a tough task out here today for Endpoint. And anything that we can learn, anything that we can see, having a bit of a chat there. There's a smile on Mighty Max's face. I'm sure something has been said that at least keeping spirits high. Bomb goes off. There it is, fourth posted on the board.
I mean, yeah, for now, I think the conversation's going to be, God, guys, imagine how much fun it would be to defend with weapons like nades, AWPs.
That would make anyone smile, wouldn't it?
Oh,
like a dream.
Whoa, what a luxury.
So they will take this eco now. You can see there on the left-hand side of your screen, the money next to their name. 2,000 for Robin, 2,000 for Mighty Max, Flame, Surreal with 1,900, 1,950 for Crucial. And we'll just have to be... Well, this is the same type of buy as they won with before. 1 Deagle and USPs. Let's see if VP want to smash their head into a brick wall again.
Does lightning strike twice, Chad?
So this is a similar... Oh, this is the triple boost.
Yeah.
Different variation. Oh, no, it's not the triple boost. We saw a triple boost the other day from NIP around here.
We did, and it enabled a very cheeky first frag onto the party player. This one, however, is more like the train stack.
Yeah, and it's a tight swing. So those USPs in Megazord...
Yeah, and a Megazord formation. Yeah, that's the technical term.
That's probably should be the technical term.
Yeah, they're constructing the Megazord.
Just missing the head right now.
Or whatever that Yu-Gi-Oh character was that was like 5 different cards.
Exodia?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I had 3 of those.
You didn't?
Yeah, I did. I put a picture of it
like his left arm, his right arm.
Yeah. I think I had the head.
Let's go. The Exodia stack. Oh, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like an old 1.6 player. Yeah, man,
here it
back
is
in the day.
They've got 2 again. It's the same situation.
No
VP,
way.
go B this time.
No way.
If you don't go B this time, you're just silly.
But this time they push for the weapons, so they will have those AKs as we discussed for the retake. Sanji's turning tail. Mighty Max has caught a timing. Door is closed. Sanji has to housekeep. Smoke will bloom, but the door is open. This is hectic. The bomb's going to be planted. All the CTs, however, have been all corralled into one spot. Feels a lot less favorable now. I'm looking at it.
I think they should just save these, right? I know it seems like they have the number advantage right now, but their buy next round isn't going to be great. These AKs are going to give them a much better buy. If they have a look in here and they just lose these, it's going to fall flat again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and look at their money, 4.7, 4.3, 4.6. So there's no AWP for Crucial.
Oh, yeah,
Those who buy into rifles, M4s, won't have full utility. Imagine how 2 AKs would feel right now. Pretty damn nice.
You know those kits and those nades I was telling you about, they were going to sound so good.
They don't exist.
Those AWPs as well. Yeah. So you can see it from Buster's POV. Oh! Oh!
Hello, everybody.
It was at this moment he knew.
Still manages to get one, and then VP again, almost stuck in limbo. You can see they just like, yeah, we'll just fight, but it didn't work for you last time, VP.
Yeah, a valiant attempt. Punishing in the end. They lose their AKs, they lose any advantage they could have accrued.
And Mighty Max has bought into a kit here, so at least you get that, Alex, but he hasn't been able to buy utility because of it. So very light on here. And Crucial, only man to defend against 4 players.
That's ballsy.
Yeah, this is a standard lean that we do see, but without extra nades, what's he going to do?
There's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders here.
Kinder's already so close, a minute 15. Every team needs a Yukinder.
Yeah, right.
What a gem.
He does it and finds a good solid KD whilst taking all these adventures on his own.
He's not the entry fragger that you just throw in there to make space and dies. The entry fragger you throw in there to actually entry frag.
Yeah, and clutch.
Strange concept.
Nice elevated position from Crucial. First frag found. That's what Endpoint were looking for. And VP are very scattered right now.
Nice upgrade for Crucial too.
Understandably, this is where you do want to consider your options for info.
If the bomb goes through long, it might be the easier point of access here, but with 30 seconds left, Mighty Max tucked in towards the truck, Crucial still forward. There are big problems for VP, and we've already seen them flounder in a couple of these late situations.
The fact that he's still here, like Crucial will be flashed off. Yeah, and he will go down. It does mean the rotate needs to come in fast. Mighty Max to be tested here. Common pre-fire.
15 seconds.
Yeah, but the flashes are there. And Mighty Max eliminated. It's so textbook from Virtus.pro. The time doesn't even feel threatening.
That's insane.
And I can't believe I'm saying it, but VP just like that. 2 flashbangs, Chad. 2 flashbangs. Like that. It's actually so punishing to watch it from the CT POV.
Just get unblind. And then you get blind again.
But yeah, but like, you know, 18 seconds. They still could be B.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
it could actually
still be B. So Crucial's still sitting there like, well, it could be. I could be about to be. Yeah, there's no info. And then suddenly your screen is white. You're dead. Mighty Max is like, okay, probably me. I have to hold this line because I'm the only one here. And then you end up gobbling up a flashbang and they plant. I mean, it's just, it's perfect.
When we look at the map from a top down, right? CT spawn, T spawn, 2 bomb sites. Seems like, okay, that's the goal. But the way that VP and these teams who are at the top who play this slow Counter-Strike have done it is they've broken the maps down into sizable chunks. So they approach things as sizable chunks. And to do that late round, this is personal experience.
Look at this. So let's look at the clock now. 25 seconds he loses his vision. At this point, he still has no call other than 1 toilets. The flashes come in at 10 seconds. Mighty Max then confirms it's an A. And just like that, the defenders are like, well, it's a save. And now look at the buy. Again, the CT side of Endpoint looking broken, battered, and bruised without the finances necessary to duke it out on an even turf.
They might have to continue taking these forward fights as opposed to giving up territory, which is going to leave B very open. Yukinder again, just peeking around corners dry. Like, they are not making a sound cue. This kid has so much responsibility on his shoulders with players. They just walk forward, Yukinder, and make space for the rest of us. That's what's happening.
Look, Crucial's not even going to expect it. Not even going to expect it because they've done it completely silently.
No jumps, no smokes, nothing. And now they're into the site. They can explode with all... Look at the utility right now on all of the VP players.
It's just impossible.
How? How do you get into this? Bank will be smoked. CT will be smoked. It'll be re-smoked. It'll be mollied. It'll be flashed. You have to save again. You're feeling like you're never in the right place. You're never able to get ahead of this. It's now going to be 7-3.
And if you're Crucial, by the way, we should highlight like the decision-making tree he's been presented right now.
Well, when you look at that, most teams, right, if they're going to be defaulting towards A, smoke front, bathroom, they Molotov towards the divider. There's normally a timer on that position if you play long or bathroom, where you're aware that you have maybe like 20, 30 seconds before you really have to get a move on right there. For that, they walked up without any of those cues that I presented, without any peeks, without being spotted. And he's gone, where am I meant to watch? Yeah, he had 3 places to watch anyway, and they've just walked up and shot him in the side of the head.
Well, he was responsible for long toilets with a P250.
Yeah, it's obviously a situation where the buyer's not great. Now we can access this a little bit easier with the AWP, right? You see him go forward and then procedurally drop back. But if they slip the net and pick a gap where he's not watching and walk through like that again,
don't even think about it, Chad. Not even worth a conversation, because you know VP now, knowing that the aggressive CT move moves towards Fountain, probably hit him with one of their coordinated and scary Bs. If we've learned anything about Virtus.pro, yeah, this seems to be the story. Buster's here to sell it as best he can.
Good info for Sanji, knowing there was one connector as well. So info that they wanted to go for an aggressive maneuver comes on through. And just parking and waiting right now. Aggressive monster move, they're pushing.
Yo, this is mad! Oh, they've caught them off guard! Oh. They line up and knocked down. No, the deceleration. That was an attempt, and a valiant one. You could actually see VP were, at that moment, caught off guard. It just wasn't the shots required.
I can tell you why this round here should be a bit of trouble as well. Look how far pressed up Buster is again with 1:10 on the clock, right? This massive gap. He can walk through. You can see over towards Bank is the A defender of Crucial, and once again, hyper aware because all this space has been vacuumed up already.
And you know, as soon as Crucial fires off a shot, like these toilets guys baited out in any way, Buster's not moving. Like, I imagine he's not going to, give him anything.
Just
you can jump peek it, you can do what you want, you'll call it clear in your mind. And then just as you're having to contend with my whole squad, I'll be walking up long when you're not ready for it. It's perfect. Buster's been here for 40 seconds. Crucial still has no info. Every jump he takes, he just has nothing to report. One's already slipped the net closed. Now the flashes come in, and now they've lost the AWPer.
Oh, God.
Perfect. VP are giving us a demo here on how T-side Overpass can feel.
Oh, man, I would not want to be in the server right now. In these situations, it's like, please get me out of here, because they went for an aggressive maneuver. That's what I was saying. They might have to go for aggressive maneuvers. And this time, they run out Monster, and there's 3 players waiting for them. They were blind, but still, what are you going to do? You're pushing through a smoke, you're pushing into their territory, and you're about to lose some more guns. James, T-spawn. Bomb is down, taking Robin out, and it's just Mighty Max. What is he going to do with this one? He knows that James close. The AWP would be great. Ooh. Hello, I've seen you. And I've taken you out as well. So, James.
Just for one day, I'd like to be able to play Counter-Strike with that degree of just suave confidence.
What do we have to do you think, to make
Let's see this again. Look, flashed. 3 flashed, vision comes back now. They only just started pulling it. They had a half a second advantage, that was it. That was it. And as you highlighted, it finishes just on the end of Crucial. Completely caught out. Kick it with the 14 HP, can take all of that risk and gamble. Expecting the trades, he had everything. It's so nice. Counter-Strike's a satisfying game when played at this level.
Yeah, indeed. Buy again here from Endpoint. A good buy at that.
A good buy?
Well, yeah, that's happening too, but I'm not quite sure what they can do here, because they're always starting with these 4-man B lanes. Well, not always, but more often than not. And I understand that, because we know that VP can just accelerate into the B bomb site. But when you're losing this A territory and Crucial cannot have his eyes on more than one place, right? He cannot. So all this information that he's been tasked with holding onto, they're basically forfeiting that bathroom control to be exploded on at A time and time again, and hoping they can rotate in at the right call. Like that is what they're banking on right now, Endpoint, and it's just difficult to do with VP's confidence.
This is the first time Crucial can actually win the duel against Yakinda. Give him the AWP, he's got a good shot. Now Toilets remains under CT rule. That's something that's been going VP's way time after time, this time denied.
So I think now that they are aware that AWP is up close on the bathrooms, just regathering their forces towards B, but they need to get past the rifles on the B bomb site. Kicker is still passive. Flames, along with his partner of Surreal, have shown that they really do like this focus over towards Monster. 30 seconds. Of course, another late hit. We wouldn't have it any other way. And this comes down to the Monster fight here. They don't have another smoke for it.
Surreal gets his first. Flamesy provides the second.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's the difference maker, right? I mean, those B-stacked players, it makes a lot more sense when consistently Crucial would be finding that lurk on Toilets.
They're going to let James survive here. Money is so good for VP. Have a look at this. 11K, 10K, 12K, 11K, 14K for James.
Do what you want, mate. He's still taking fights. He doesn't even mind. Kill me after time if you want.
It's all good in the hood. All right, 8-4. 6 at the half for Endpoint again would be nice. They can obviously get 7. But I think 6 is still serviceable with a pistol win. It is always going to be unlikely for them coming up against such a huge opponent like VP. Last time they played in the Snow Sweet Snow, they got dumpstered. Here it's already looked a bit more competitive, and that was just crucial. 1 AWP kill when you see Virtus.pro just limp into a bomb site. So that's all they need. Endpoint, set yourself up for a couple of entries. VP look a little bit silly when they're down a man.
Flash is so good. Crucial.
Oh.
Executed.
Oh, they was looking for a pick.
I was a little distracted there. I just realized it says END on the new Endpoint logo.
Oh, does it?
Kind of satisfying. Yeah, it's an E, a D, and then the void, the empty space is the N.
Oh, I see. All right.
And yeah, it's pretty clever, actually. I'll give them that one. Nice rebrand. Shout outs to Endpoint one time. I was talking about FedEx the other day. They've kind of they've FedExed it. Let's see what's going on here then. 60 seconds on the clock. VP already with the man advantage, and they've cut noise to the point where the CTs have no info.
No monster hold this time either to stop them. They're just going to walk on in.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Flame's even rotating away.
Couldn't be a better. Oh, it gets even worse for Endpoint, and oh, so good for Virtus.pro. This one has just completely dissolved before their very eyes.
I don't know why when you said dissolve, for some reason I thought of those like the toys for kids, the ones you buy in your Circum and water and they expand. Was it in Chicago that we did that in Jason's room?
I do remember some like bath dinosaurs we were trying to grow.
They didn't grow very big.
No, I think we had higher expectations.
We are honestly children.
Full Tyrannosaurus Rex in the bathroom kind of expectation.
Well, they're hunting here, VP. James in the right place again. Oh, James.
Of course he is.
just walking. Mighty Max just walks into James ult twice.
Yeah.
Robin did the same as well. It's unfortunate.
He's going to get him.
Oh, of course he is. 9 to 4.
That's so poor, bro. This is, again, this feels like the Inferno where we were talking about the bully hunters.
Yeah, I think Robin, if he wants, could drop an ult for Crucial, but at this stage, I don't even know if it's going to matter. It's a partial investment there from Mighty Max. This one was it, because the reason Flamesy was rotating away is because with the power position they thought Surreal had, I was like, yeah, he can deal with B. And that's a pretty good spot. He'll be able to deal. They just were already walking up Monster. Finding the perfect timing right there, and a partial investment here from Endpoint. There's 2 rounds left.
VP are so hyper aware of what info you're working with. And that's...
They know what they've given you.
Yeah, and it's so visible in their gameplay as well.
I'll just walk a Monster. This is where the punishment really starts.
This is what he did on toilets, but on B. This is Yakinda taking space, but then he usually does something with it. He's flashed in and hunting Surreal. Just like that, the defense is broken. It's traded by Crucial, and it will keep it competitive.
This is where if you're the T's, you just get into this canal area and you can stand and take headshot fights. Exactly what Kickit's doing here. Meanwhile, in the park, Buster out having a stroll. Look how much space he's just created as well.
And you know VP are going to cut noise until he's like heaven.
He'll just flank them all.
Yeah.
They only have to worry about Mighty Max.
Like all Kickit has to do is just keep taking fights. Just like, I'm here. I'm scary. Look how scary I am. Everyone look at Monster. Oh, goodness. He needs to reload. Oh, James keeps him safe. Baited in by the spray. And of course,
Buster.
Santi's already keeping hold of the flank. He's been holding. This is why I need to be patient, man. Look, it's another freebie. Mike's is about to walk into another perfectly placed crosshair. And down he goes.
It looks like a different game. He's just... Oh, come on. It looks more fun the way they play, doesn't it?
It does.
They're not just running through smokes, flashes, and Molotovs.
No, in fact, and a lot, you know, because of their rigid style of play in that sense, like, you fall into these little traps every round.
Just like that. That was a perfect example.
That was a bait.
Yeah.
Like, every Counter-Strike player is just like, that's 20 bullets, that's 25 bullets, and he's in Monster. Like, he has to reload in the open. Of course he does, but do you know who else has got to be holding the open? It's bloody James Orr. Oh, it's good Counter-Strike from VP, and it's a truly trying test for Endpoint. This one's keeping him honest. This one is keeping him very, very honest. So he's going to flash for short pipe, Flamesy to peek it as the smoke fades. That's the plan. Doesn't really achieve much, considering, as we can see here in the beauty of hindsight, they are up playground lead.
I even love the maneuver they did last round on Surreal, right? Yakinda slips into Monster as close as he can be. They molly and flash Surreal, so he has to put out the molly and he's blind, and then they just kill him in the smoke.
Yeah. His screen goes from white to grey to red to black.
Well, that's a chunk of damage onto Yakinda at least. When he's died in the early stages, Endpoint have looked okay for rounds. 5's the best they can muster here.
An opening frag would be wonderful.
Oh!
No way you're spraying that smoke as well. Buster, you are so highly alert. Max is overrun. Crucial. Flashed off, of course. Every potential fight they have had so far has been denied by the utility of VP.
He's in such an awkward position.
Yeah, he has to bail himself out now. That's enough. Oh, but they're both locked to toilet side. And Kickert's pushing it. What? No one's looking. Why is no one looking? Kickert once again jumps through the gap. Surreal trying to change things. He does for catch one. Need more out of him. It's insufficient. And the last is Flamesy on the rotate. Brutality.
He has to go for it, and 3 of them are low, right? So he has a nade. If he can land this in the right place, might get him a kill. And as we can see, the first one straight onto Yakinda. So this is looking okay now. Still a 1-on-3. Still James Orp to get past. Locates 1.
And there you have it. 11 on the T side. Virtus.pro putting on a clinic. A tutorial for all of us at home. Virtus.pro just looking to wrap this one up and put a bow on it to start off their Group D adventure.
Hey Future Pros! Today I thought I'd teach you all how to do the famous quad boost on Overpass. To execute this boost, you must have 5 Future Pros and 1 AWP. Future Pro number 1, you have the easy job. All you have to do is run and stand in this spot. Future Pro number 2, you will have to jump onto the head of Future Pro 1 by jumping from the railing. Future Pro number 3, now that Future Pro 2 is nice and situated, you can now jump onto their head by also jumping from the railing. This is higher than 2 people, so you'll be sliding when you jump onto their heads. Make sure you are sliding into the wall and try not to slip off. Future Pro number 4, your job is to get Future Pro 5 on top of everybody else's head. You need to crouch down and let Future Pro 5, FP5, hop onto your head and get in their spot. Lucky Future Pro number 5, you actually get to shoot something. Hop on top of your teammate's head and you should easily be able to jump on top of everybody else's. You will also be sliding when up there, but you should be able to make it around the corner while sliding into the wall. Now you'll have a clear vision to a few spots on B, so take your time and place your shot. Happy boosting.
What makes someone a living Counter-Strike legend? It's not an easy question, but when it comes to Neo, it's not words that speak, but rather actions.
Oh god, 1 HP, 2 remain. Robin and Heaton. Jiggles and finds the head of Heaton. 1 more remains. He can't afford to take any damage. It doesn't matter. Robin's gone.
Plays like this have undoubtedly earned him his place amongst the best. However, what do you call someone who was able to recreate a similar result 11 years later? That's just what happened during IEM Katowice 2017, when during a match against Cloud9, he reminded us all that 1 HP is more than enough.
Rotating back into, they've just picked up 2 kills. Snax, he's running wild, but unfortunately he just lost his entire team. Neo, though, with the flick shot on the Shroud. Unfortunately, he's down to 1 HP.
Gonna be playing this one aggressively. You know, you're facing a last the first frag. Unbeknownst to him, Snoodle's also there on 15 health. He's caught so many from this kind of a situation, and that's a headshot. Neo putting Cloud9 in their place.
could very well be the last half of play. Virtus.pro are looking just too damn refined. The official logistics partner of the ESL Pro League DHL. They always deliver.
See the trucks all around town around here for some reason. Who would have thought?
They do, yeah. I mean, Chad, wasn't it you, Chad, who was looking at him like, what does the D in DHL stand for? Yeah.
Well, the 1x bet odds are blown out further than we've seen. That's 13. I think the highest before we had was 12. Can Endpoint change that?
I mean, Jame on 16-4 is on his way to climbing up the stats for Group D, starting strong. There's a lot of contenders to be top stats performers once we get this group underway. I'm very excited for the next two games as well. You are really going to have a treat tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Liquid Fnatic and Astralis EG, I believe, Alex.
I mean, Astralis EG, and you get Astralis Liquid tomorrow as well to round out your evening. So you're going to get to see the Danes back in action and up against the North American contenders. Okay, well, that's the bomb into B. Step one.
Yeah, plant.
Step one complete.
Oh, nice shot.
Big frag. Taking down your Kinder as well. Puts you in very good stead as the Goosh is connected.
Hard retake now.
Certainly. Flamesy set up in a very powerful position to control Heaven as well for the potential. Excuse me.
I don't know how they're going to get into this one. VP are looking stuffed. I know they have the kit, but how?
Yeah, I guess we go on a flash, as they always do. Sanji with the one. It looks good as Flamesy, excuse me, just needs to find that last head. It's Buster. Round is theirs. They needed the fifth. They needed to start with a pistol. Money has been such a plague for Endpoint in their CT half, so having control of it is a pretty damn good place to start.
Oh, that's pretty good from Buster to go down with all three of them, making sure they have to reinvest in everything right now. So that's at least a positive to take out of that round for Buster.
They can nullify it if they have a clean second. Whether or not that will be allowed by VP remains to be seen.
Yeah, I'm curious if they'll force buy or not.
Ooh, it was a great shot. You bang on.
I think here, when you take a little bit of a look for Endpoint, they did win the pistol round in the first half as well. Then they won against the conversion, but it was that third round that was their undoing. But it was some janky buys out of VP, right? We were seeing guns drop to Yakindu in multiple rounds. We'll just be the full eco. So the rifles for VP will be coming out in the next round, round number 18.
Doing the Exodia.
Oh, okay. Well, they liked what they saw. Anything you can do?
Let's see.
Sanji, you're not going to be able to do that, mate.
Yo, let's see if this activates the trap card.
Sanji, you're in the way.
Ah! Oh no, a taste of their own medicine.
Oh
it's
no.
A double ding.
Oh no.
They continue to fight. You better hit your shots now, lads. Oh. And Robin bails them out of trouble. Chad, squeaky bum time for Endpoint there.
Maybe Sanji needs to, well, he got 2 of the kills there. Maybe the 5th guy hide him behind the rock. Have him as the actual trap card. All right.
The hell. That's a relief for the entirety of the Endpoint office.
The Sanji AWP service has started early. First gun round here. There you go. There you get it to see it from the other side of things.
That didn't last long.
So Sanji dropped Jame and AWP, and Sanji's currently operating with a glass cannon MP9. So that's
the glass cannon MP9.
Classic.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it. But let's see, because Jame needs to find impact. You get given the big gun. We want to see hit some shots.
So door's gone, and an immediate VP response. Now that stops the boost. Yeah, it stops the boost from getting info, and I imagine it helps him still hold that line on anyone looking for short water. I like the contact play. So this is them kind of actually taking a leaf out of the VP playbook. This is what caught previously the crucial toilets hold. They haven't announced their presence here.
Jame might be back in time if he gets a move on now. How aware is he, though? Very aware.
Yeah, very, very aware. Okay, see some utility. Oh, dear, that's so loud, and Yakinda's so ready to punish. Only one, makes it 2. Jame caught another as well, and he's already ready for Robin. Does punish. 2v4 though, crucial. A lot of ground for him to cover. If he goes for the plant here, this is huge. Robin, very loud about this. They know Crucial's isolated on the site. He's all alone. Great shooting. Takes off the head of Kickert. Needs more. Trying to turn it on its head, but Buster's late arrival puts it all onto Crucial. He's going to get overwhelmed. Needs to isolate these duels as best he can. It's Jame to finish the job, and Endpoint sent back to the pits of Squalor.
Nice upgrades there for Sanji's class. Cannon MP9 as well. Gets into an AK-47. I'm sure he'll be dropping that for somebody in the next round. But a very important plan. And Crucial has been pretty good in the clutch situations. Getting the bomb down there, a selfless maneuver that guarantees another buy. So Real is the only player who's operating with under that threshold, 2.3 to his name. Probably more than happy to work with a Tech-9 or a Deagle. Will be the latter. But yeah, they can buy here. So Endpoint, not out of this one just yet. If they lose this one, however, then we have to start talking about how much longer can they delay Death's Door. Really strong buy for VP now. Even armor for Sanji in this one. What's Endpoint's response going to be? James' awareness on that rotation was the reason they're able to deal with the sliminess, the slippery Endpoint maneuvers. This time just Crucial over towards A. Flamesy, he's straight through. Control of sewer and control of connector right now, but VP, they've got 4 players over towards B. Just like Inferno, I'm sure they're begging them to come into the Lion's Den. Nikinda over towards A has not felt a single point of pressure, and that's going to spur on an aggressive move here. VP flushing anybody out close. Buster sees absolutely nothing besides the door. Oh, Flamesy.
Yeah, he's actually managed to get himself up and kick
it. Big play.
Bouncing his head off for info. Robin, however, has been caught by the boost.
Ready.
Flamesy strikes.
Huge. 2
bodies dropped. Endpoint that kept competitive. And that enables some space to be taken. Crucial actually leaping to long. Surreal to do the same. I don't know if it'll be heard. Yakinda. The other side of toilets. Oh, he's very loud about this. They'll have heard it now. Yakinda can't believe it. It's so loud.
Kicker's here in time. He's going to play off Yakinda's contact.
Oh, it's too easy. Crucial saves the day. I can't believe it. Now the bomb perhaps can go down. Kick it. Shatters their dreams. It looks like 13, only max. And as mighty as he may be, James Orr proves too much to handle. Between the two of them, Jame and Kickett, all 5 frags to pull the 13th across the board.
Now we have problems. Look at the Endpoint money.
We have problems.
No plants in this one, and this is where Flames' double kill there is a little bit in vain. I love the maneuver, right? There was just nothing behind it, and I think that might be the difference maker. Because when we're looking at some of these situations where Endpoint want to go for plays on the T side, same as Inferno, they have an idea, but they don't have the contingency plan. Like, what if this happens? Like, do we have an extra flash in case they do stall us out? It's like we have the execute, but if we get stopped at one point, then we're kind of stuck.
Yeah, then we're freestyling.
But what Flamesy did there was the safety net, right? In the sense of, okay, well, you lost a kill to the boost, but you had a safety net of him coming in for a double kill, right? Playing an aggressive maneuver.
Oh, a successful flank this time.
That's a nice find.
Great find.
Really good kill from Robin here.
And that's put a weapon into the T ranks.
Okay.
Of an otherwise full Glock round. He had a P250 and he's made it work. Somehow Endpoint seem more effective at times on these
lower buys, right?
Lower buys.
Yeah, well, now they have this smoke, and I'm really painting quite the optimistic picture here, but just as I say it, Monster gets smoked on off. If they want to walk into this and explode onto the B site, they will get the range to fight, but it will have to be this M4 doing a lot of the dirty work. Smoke lined up for Robin here, and they're going through. Retake set up from VP on B.
So they're going to get a plant out of this. And of course the frag already. See if there's anything more to be found. Rotate coming in now from VP.
Good utility on Jame here to deal with this.
Yeah. And they're happy to bide time. Like, they're never in a rush of Virtus.pro. 2 kits. Buster and Kickett are going to be responsible for that. And here comes the util to separate and segregate. Surreal baits them in. Evades the flashes, and good damage. It's the Glock filling the feed. Sanji with 2. Robin has already found 1 with the M4. Time is on their side now. Robin's provided another. It's another eco victory from Endpoint. Robin, just a P250, the best $300 he spent this map.
That is insane. Like, VP, they were clearly playing retake, but it didn't even feel like they were ready to play retake. You saw the utility from Jame. It was really good. They dealt with the side position and naded off in towards the pit. They even had the flashes to work with, the smoke towards Sandbag. It looked like they had enough utility being thrown on out, but just not ready to take those fights. Endpoint all fighting together, understanding the importance of fighting and guarding that line. Get themselves into a position now where they can be competitive in this map. What an absolute blunder that was from VP. You can't be losing those.
Yikes. Yeah, AWP is going to be the only hope. Endpoint with the real opportunity now to throw a knockout blow, really close the gap, and as you said, compete here on Overpass. We just have to execute this one cleanly. As soon as Jame is found, a collaborative sigh of relief will be shared with Endpoint's squad. But at the moment, he roams. He roams free across the plains of Overpass.
He will be needed to find a pick here. Yakinda only with this deagle needs support in the early stages, tucked in towards Divider. So if Jame can get them a kill, it might throw Endpoint into a tailspin. So this fight right here against Crucial could be big.
They flash it. Mighty Max has forced the AWP out of the line. Crucial gonna take it back. Still a potent crossfire established for Toilets.
They forced back to B. That was enough. That one indication, the smoke, the flash, enough to force them back towards the B bomb site. And if VP are playing retake again, which they currently are, this is a
great
Endpoint round.
Yeah, I mean, this is a couple of things that have been missing on Endpoint's T side before. Flashing off AWP lines before you walk into them, combined with taking that map space back. Mighty Max
go fast now.
Confirms the AWP still on the Toilets, and now the site is wide open for the plant.
Some real interesting gambles from VP have put them in the wrong place at the wrong time. Hedging towards A, they should call this one done. I know Yakinda has that AK now, but his money's not great. So if they look in here with these weapons, VP, the loss bonus for them only going to be 1900 in the next round. Or miss smoke. Footsteps heard. They know this boost is coming as well.
Yeah. Surreal's staring at it.
Yeah, get on out of there. This, maybe not. Hold up a second. James has a kit. Here we go.
Buster's found enough to convince them they return to the boost. I think now, second guessing it, James pulled the plug. They'll send in the USP.
We might get a chance with the Zeus. Here we go.
He's going to have his knife out, isn't he? Oh. Close, but no cigar. Surreal, you might be a dead man walking. He's going to get to jail. Yeah. Couple of those. Bomb deaths, little unfavorable. Does force a full rebuy and put himself back on the goose egg.
Yeah, worrying signs for VP. That honestly, that round that they lost against just the P250 of Robin, that's a really, really bad round. Like, giving up that kill is fine, but then not being able to put your pieces in the right place at all against mainly Glocks is really quite... I don't know what to make of that one.
Yeah, it's definitely... It seems like VP are going to be able to dust themselves down. Once again, a preserved AWP, this time an AK in the mix as well. Oopsie. Needed a crouch out of his teammate there.
They're bailing on it.
James bailed. Flash is great. Max gets a freebie. And that's Yakinda gone as well. Endpoint, they're getting their teeth pretty firmly into this defense now.
Gnawing away at them here. Another one. Good stuff from Robin again.
Tried to deagle wallbang and gets AK'd straight back through the boards.
Yeah, don't really have the same rate of fire with that deagle.
Oh, and the more information. Maybe even the only B player was taking a look short.
If they're going to keep playing B like this, I hope Endpoint continue to default A and just walk through Monster because...
And Max is doing the same trick. This worked before. He might even catch the gap.
Yeah.
Sanji's looking. Finds the head. Does he check it? No, he's operating under the assumption it's clear, so James will escape. Fires off his shot. They know where the AWP is now, and Max has got that information completely. Endpoint 9.
James still has to get away from this. I find another here, he does. Exit kills are looking great for James. He's denied a lot of rifles on that first half. This time around, he's just holding on for his life. So each body they throw at him, Endpoint are lobbing cash James' way. But it is a bit more of the James time, everything we know and love. Halfway ticked. They've stopped having a look right now. This one's just paused on out.
Yeah, typing in the chat, I think Kickit felt like he did a bit more damage to Robin there.
All right, no chase. The party's been called on off. Bomb goes off. 9 now for Endpoint. This is still threatening stuff. If they get another gun round against what is going to be still a janky buy for VP, look at the money. 4.2 for Kickit, 4.4 for Yakinda. They're not going to have all the goodies they desire unless James is feeling generous. He's got 7.6. He can drop a gun or two. And they are taking a timeout here. The coach Dustin going to get a chance to chime on in. Maybe give him a kick up the pants. So if we just take a look, it's only been 2 rounds on this CT side. It was 11-4 on the half, so operating quite well here at Endpoint, keeping in mind they have won both pistols.
Yeah, second timeout from VP where I think, you know, you concede one full gun round, James doesn't get to save his AWP. That's when you're going to really start hearing the alarm bells. This was a reminder of how we've seen these two stacks go down. Both of them have found degrees of success. It was quite sketchy for a second upon the loss of Crucial. Both of those AKs losing to the double dinks. So maybe one for your matchmaking games. Next time you've got an eco, something fun to remember.
Yeah, do a weird stack somewhere. Pick an off angle, though. Don't just do it.
Just pick an off angle.
Yeah, don't allow them to roll around the corner with their crosshair
Don't
placed
all
on your
sit
head.
on barrels, B. Like, that's not the one.
That's definitely not the one.
Definitely not the one.
All right, VP, what are we looking at here? The timeout's happened. What's been said?
Yo, he's expecting the door to be blown off and just pre-aiming the potential jump peek. It's cool. It's a safe way to get the AWP started on the T side and nothing found initially. Buster loves his short aggressions. Gets himself into that power position we saw Surreal trying to work with earlier. And so Endpoint, what is the strategy? Deny early long. Confirms it clear. James deterred back to site. Yakinda fills his gap. Sounds hot. Let's see if it is.
I think this setup right here, we'll see Endpoint finish towards the A-bomb site now because they're doing the default spread, but there's a clear indication they might want to go over towards A because they've been rotating back to B time and time again. So a change in plan might be enough to keep the B players
But how do you
planted.
convince them? Like Robin and Flamesy, they're not doing much. A nade towards Squeaky's not going to convince me that it's a B.
I don't think they need to convince them, right? Because the heavy rotation from VP, they don't need to. They just need to keep 2 players towards that site. Oh, the triple boost. Haven't seen this in a while.
Okay. Chance for the frag on start. Position! Yakinda's ready! Oh, boy. That was quick. Crucial scratching his head after that one. Or the empty void that once housed his head.
They're going back to B.
It's not bad. It's wide open. Only Buster. Will you check your corners? Oh, the trigger discipline. No one's checked in, and that is a disaster. Nearly all 3. If they can find this one to kick it, perhaps a competitive round, but there's just no time. No time at all. Wow, Buster, that takes bravery. A brazen trigger discipline round. He gets 2 of the 3, but it's enough to pull VP into stead, and he doesn't go down. Flames, he could very well have lost everything there.
That was so brave from Flamesy going for that fight. Holy moly, red beans and ravioli.
So, they're back in it, and this is Yakinda's alertness.
He's looking for it.
Pre-aiming it.
He's actually looking for it.
Rascal.
Okay, they've watched the demos.
They
Jesus.
know.
Yeah, they definitely know. I said I hadn't seen it in a while. Yakinda's definitely seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 14-9. Guns back out. Buy still good. Another boost coming in right here. Crucial on the 4-man totem. Having a look for the heaven peak. Might get a chance here. And James ready for that one as well.
Jesus Christ, you nerds.
All right. That means if they did that stack, they don't have as much A info early. So they're almost filtered into going towards B, and that's exactly what they're doing through the monster smoke. Kick it to receive.
He's ready. And he unloads his mag. It's 1 for 1 into the site initially. VP hunting their 15th. The bomb's been spotted. They know what it is. Trades are good. Flamesy into the site. James still there on Overwatch. Smoke blooms. That's a CT smoke. And Sanji planned to push through it.
Oh!
Good spray control. Flamesy's pulled them back in, and Crucial closes it. What on earth? Between the 2 of them, they have made the 10th round a reality.
And they're keeping VP sweating here. Check out the money once more. I've said it time and time again, but VP's economy, it hasn't had a chance to build, and when they get blown out of the server like that without a save, this is how dire and bleak it looks. You can see Yakinda buying in with a deagle here. I'm sure we have a couple of other teammates with light investments. But the back and forth nature of this game, right, there's still not a massive loss bonus built. Next round, 2,400 for the likes of VP. We got 27 kills on Jame. Just a classic Jame performance, I suppose. What can they get out of the pistols here? Because this is starting to get dangerous. Very dangerous. Mighty Max extinguishes his own molly out quickly towards the sewer, and nades chunked on through. Nobody home to receive those. Oh, Yakinda, if he's aware of another close, might be on for another kill. Flashed over.
Surreal. Oh, gets put in a body bag.
Not like this.
Not like this.
They've been working so hard.
Successful victories on the ecos before. Flamesy's caught 1. Sanji's dead. Robin bails his team out of trouble. There is an AWP in play, and Jane will get away with it for now. They have the B site. Robin has provided just enough respite from this suffocating deagle. Now it's AKs. Now it's AWPs, and it does look like they're considering it. A boost. Oh, Flamesy's so vulnerable, but he does actually spot them. Mighty Max converts long range with the Mag 10. What a spray. Robin very vulnerable after that one. Put on notice. I think you'll leave it now. Okay.
Even chasing.
Okay. So Yakinda's heroics will not completely destroy the Endpoint morale, but it's pretty close to it.
This B bomb site has been the weakness for VP. There's no two ways around it. Now, whether it's they've been pulled by rotations, they've made bad gambles, but still, it has been the weakness. I think if you go through and look at where Endpoint have finished in their round success, the majority of it has to be over towards B. So having a real rough time of it, VP. I know this was only another partial investment, but still, it just keeps racking up against them. And now with that in the back of your mind, as this game continues forward, if Endpoint can find some calls through Mighty Max here to have misdirection, make them stack that B bomb site, get them in the right place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I did. No, that was intentional.
Yeah. No, my brain was just like, yeah, processing complete. Round 26 of our second map today. So it's exciting to be getting a good new group started.
Feels fresh, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It just feels like a new week. Like, you know, the days mean nothing to me, but a new group, that feels like a Monday.
Playoffs next week.
I love Mondays.
I think today's Thursday.
Yeah, close enough.
Buster's been burnt down, 47 for him. Flames, he's already close sandbag, so a couple of fights about to go down across the map here.
Yeah, this is going to be an intriguing one. James taking so much space. He wants more. And just staring at the playground. Surreal keeping it passive and keeping him honest.
I don't think they're going to clear Flamesy here, though.
Surely they would. They know his short's lost. They're not actively...
I don't know if they do.
Oh.
They're not even looking.
Oh, Flamesy. Flamesy catches Buster. Not the transfer he was hoping for. But does knock on the B door.
They have to keep kick at Monster. Like, they really have to keep him Monster. If he drops back passive again, real problems for VP. They've lost this site through Monster so many times. If they haven't discovered that as the weakness, I don't know what they can do. James telling them that playground is clear, party looks clear. You need to be... They're tucking in passive again.
Yikinda can smoke Monster. It's a bit late now.
To smoke somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, they're pushing in.
It's too late.
Max has got space, and this is going to be where the util can really suffocate. Look at them, they bloom perfectly. And James missed his shot on the flank. They know where he is. If they could just find KitKat, they do. Max provides, Robin alongside. They're in the smoke, they're boosting in the smoke, and they found him. Brutal. Robin can catch them both. They're not looking. Needs a transfer. It's not perfect. It could have been brilliant. VP snatch away 15.
Oh, they make it work. Just make it work. The skirmishes in the smokes have been going against them every single time.
Oh, the finest of margins, and that puts Endpoint on notice now. It's going to be some Desert Eagles into the mix. This was an important trade from Sanji. Flamesy only kept to 1. They boost him up on the box. And this was the attempted transfer. Oh. So close to their head. Whistles past his eyeballs and close. It's close.
Oh, 4-man tower again.
Oh, Jesus, they're in playground already, Chad. The worst nightmare when you go for an early boost out of T-spawn is the potential for playground to be taken early, and it has. 2 CTs have completely taken this part of the map from you, and the rest of them can make decisions based upon that.
Surreal. There is a chance for a gap through that connected position if James continues to be noisy about his retreat. But with all of his teammates ready and raring to go B, it seems unlikely he'll push the issue at A. The bomb is in T-spawn on the back of Max, and we've seen him unfortunately have to carry that and lose it a couple times on Inferno in detrimental ways. Here comes a boost. Sanji ready. Ready, but almost loses the fight there. Sanji down to 33.
Wishes he didn't throw the nade before he did it now.
4 players on the B site.
Returning for another taste of the boost. Interesting.
That's heard. Sanji's calling all this. They're going to boost on their own, Alex.
They know what's up. And trying to time this to perfection, and they do. Crucial was flashed, but Mighty Max has provided 1, gets the info for Robin's trade. Yikinda's flank is fast. If they could just finish off James, a chance presented itself, but now the flank is coming in. Good from Surreal, needs another, has provided Yikinda on the flank.
I know he's here.
And they have the bomb. It's in his grasp. He could clutch up right here, right now. It's some pressure from Surreal. Just 1 remains, and Flames prevails. Good grief, just about pulls them back into contention. Super hyper close, my lord. The CT's down though to 4K mark on the high end. Flamesy saves them. We go again.
I think the VP will have to take a save here, as much as they'd like to buy and just end this now. Here's another chance that's gone missing, just dropping off.
Just as he dropped.
And then onto the site here. They're always in the position just to get multi-kill the VP players, it feels like. Surreal does so much with the Deagle there. And then Flamesy with the headshot, didn't need it. Yikinda was bleeding internally. 2 deagles, couple of flashes, smoke, and USPs. That's all they have for round number 28.
Sounded so doubtful of that one.
Like, is it round
it's
28?
round 20.
I know it's at the top of the screen, but I still added it together and...
Yeah, and you're like, wait, hang on a second.
Did I add the 1?
Yakinda. Too easy. Very swift from Robin. Keeps it level. And that was the only real investment. There's another deagle in the mix on Kicker. Endpoint. Haven't had too many issues on these kind of rounds. Very effective on their own, so they were aware of the win conditions for a buy like this. Buy.
Well, I guess they spent some money to
like
buy
this.
something.
And the gamble from VP is in the wrong place.
Yeah, but this is the remnants of what we were talking about before. All of those late B finishes from Endpoint, it's put Virtus.pro in a position where, like, well, they've been going B and winning B almost every time, so it's likely to be a B finish again. And this time it isn't. So they're going to lose another round by virtue of being in the wrong place. That's happened to Virtus.pro at least 3 or 4 times in this second half of the game. And when you only have these light pistols, yeah, the gamble stack makes a lot of sense, but they just keep gambling incorrect. So if they're at the casino and they're betting red or black on roulette, they just, you know how it's like 7 or 8 in a row on black, you're like, it has to be red.
Has to be red.
And then you bet on red, and the next thing that comes in is black again. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Now you get green. You get the double zeros.
I think one of the most interesting parts of mathematics for my brain, which obviously I haven't been able to explore because maths just doesn't compute with me.
Yep.
But I think some of the nerdy sides of probability is really interesting. Like, there's a lot of things that go against the natural assumption you would make.
Sure. I think a lot of stuff, because most people don't look at numbers either, it's just confirmation bias of like what they think, and then they see it, and then...
Yeah.
We had Snappy on the podcast the other day, and he was talking about numbers and stats and stuff, and sounded like he was quite switched on with that, which isn't the case with a lot of these players. They just like to shoot heads.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to talk to Snappy a bit more about that stuff, actually, especially relating to Counter-Strike.
What stood out to you? Sorry.
We were just talking about the round robin within the group and the way that the tiebreakers are decided. He had a bit of a different view on how it should be done.
Interesting.
And there's a lot of different ways you can look at that. But as we're in the crunch time of this game...
Yes, we are.
I feel that Endpoint are in a position to take us to overtime because VP, I feel like they're chasing their tail, to be completely honest with you. They never feel like they're in the right place for these fights. Yakinda solo bathrooms. It's not going to be the AWP. Jam over towards B again. And we'll rotate him back if Yakinda feels pressure.
Flamesy, a slight gap in the smoke he wasn't expecting. And it enables Kicker to shut down the Endpoint tip of the assault.
It's a big player to lose right there. Flamesy's on 20 kills. It'll be hard to operate without him. We'll need something from Crucial on the AWP.
The only way this suddenly feels fantastic for Endpoint is if they do just contact walk into the site again, Chad.
Precisely. No rotation right now, and look where Yakinda is.
Why? Why is there no rotation? Is this the damn roulette from last round?
They're still so scared about these late B hits, right? Jane finally getting a move on with a minute on the clock because it's gone silent. They're pushing for info towards B, Virtus.pro as well.
Okay.
They're being held at bay by the short play, so this could be perfect for Endpoint.
Get their util down. That's going to really isolate them, but Jane will catch one into the site. It's wide open. Long is a threat. Yakinda's tucked in. He's going to opt for the plant. VP are in all the right places and have a 2-man advantage for this retake. Yakinda, unchecked in long. His timing is everything. He'll let the contact and attention be drawn to bank. He'll let them try and work their magic first. No one is actively holding this. Max is a dead man walking. 3, 2, and a 1. Now only 2 to defend and to try and take us into overtime. Crucial provides the first. Time is on their side. The spray is not. Robin makes a meal of it. Pressure on. Shots hit. Maybe he can knock him off the bomb. It was a good chance. The shot is missed. And VP will shatter the hopes of an Endpoint start. Overtime.
Oh. Oh.
Is still?
Oh. Oh.
God. By the finest of margins, it's over. Virtus.pro start off Group D with a compulsory